Just another average Sunday. What to do, who to call, who to train with. Ooh, I know. Hey, Furious Pete, Shane Fazen.
Oh, hey, man. How's it going?
Yeah, I was thinking, you, want to work out in my garage?
Oh yeah. Let's do it, man.
Furious Pete.
What's up,
Yes.
man?
What's up,
Good to
buddy?
see you, man. Long time.
Ready to train some boxing?
Yeah, man.
Yes, let's do
Although
it.
I don't know anything, and when I mean that, I mean it. Like
Really?
Yeah. Like
Ever had your hands wrapped before?
no, never. I've used wrist wraps for like for
no,
weightlifting and all that.
No. Weights don't hit back. Let's go. Follow
They
me, my
sometimes
friend.
do. They really do, and it's not fun.
All right, Mr. Furious, let's get your hands wrapped.
Ooh, that was smooth.
I've done this once or twice before. All right, so let me see these big hands of yours.
This one's a little bit tender at times right here because I broke it like a year and a half ago or so.
How'd you do that?
It's always the stupidest things, right? Whenever you break any kind of
It's
limb.
never a good story. You're always like, really?
I wish it was good. I wanted to say, hey, there was a child in the middle of the street, and I just pushed him aside and stopped the truck, and then that was that. But no, I was on the back of my truck, and I was installing the, what do you call it, the flap. You guys know what I'm talking about. Comment down below and tell me what it is. But anyway, so I was installing that, and then, I just wanted to jump off quickly off the tailgate, and then I landed on like an angle, lost my balance, broke my fall with my wrist, and broke my wrist.
It's never been the same since? What?
I mean, it's had good months, it's had bad months. Like, whenever I do heavy bench, and I'm like trying to bench 500 pounds right now, and so leading up to that, I'm really, I'm wrapping up my wrists, but, they're not having a great time always.
Man. So, you have never boxed before?
Never.
No
Never in my
formal
life.
martial arts training?
None.
But,
Zero.
But obviously you're into fitness, you're in good shape.
I love fitness, and boxing, truthfully, is something that I really have always wanted to try. Just never tried. There's always so many things on the go.
All right, for the people watching who don't know who you are, what is Furious Pete? Who is Furious Pete in a nutshell?
Furious Pete is an online character. 2007 was my first video that I uploaded.
Okay.
And it was an eating video. Basically, a couple months before that, I went out for breakfast after I ended drinking with the boys in university. Everyone needed a greasy, meal to eat.
Hangover cure?
Yeah, exactly. So went to this place outside of Toronto in Canada. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
And one of my buddies challenged anyone at the table to try and break some record. And it was eating 2 massive breakfast plates in 1 hour. And I managed to do like 4 within half an hour. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of good at this. Started finding some challenges online to do. And then there were some online challenges that I did, and I needed to upload videos to YouTube. So I put in my name as a username on YouTube, my actual name, which is Peter Tervinsky, and that was taken. I'm like, oh, okay. Geez.
Really?
Yeah, and then I tried a couple variations, and then tried Furious Pete, that was taken. Furious Pete 123 wasn't taken. So it wasn't supposed to be a name or whatever, and then it was just really a username on YouTube that turned into an eating name, if you will, or a brand name, what it is now. So, Furious Pete started off as a competitive eater. Now I like to eat, I like to travel, I like to work out.
Awesome. I love it. Let's do just that. Let's work out.
So what do I do? This?
Yeah, we bump mine, and then you bump yours together.
Okay.
And then you punch yourself as hard as you can in the face. No, don't do that. Don't do that. There you go. All right. So you don't jump rope a lot, but you look pretty good. What kind of cardio do you do?
What's cardio?
So you lift a lot, but do you do any sort of high intensity interval training? Or?
Yeah, I mean like Stairmaster here and there. But my cardio, well, I just put it this way. I don't have time for cardio. I have time to lift weights, but.
So what's a normal routine look like for you? Workout routine?
Man, I have a hard time talking and doing this.
That's the whole point of this series.
I'm like, all right, focus on breathing, focus on what he's talking about. Oh, man.
I'm challenging you, Pete.
No shit. I'm quitting soon. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, so what's a normal workout routine? You go for strength, right?
Yeah, I go for strength. I started off doing a bunch of bodybuilding, tried to tried CrossFit for a couple of years and just got too many injuries doing that.
Yep.
Why did my calves hurt already?
That's for the footwork. That's where the
God damn it!
That's where the agility
I
comes
hate
into
skipping
play.
rope. I hate cardio. This is not good. This is gonna be a tough process for me, I feel.
What do you weigh?
245 pounds.
Okay, so we got a heavyweight on our hands. We're gonna get you nice and light. We're gonna get you to be a quick heavyweight so that you can take out Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. 2 years, you'll be up there fighting these guys.
2 years, eh? Okay.
You'll be beating them in competitive eating matches.
Okay, so none of this 4 months bullshit that I see online, people saying, oh, I can get ready and I just...
4 months with no training? Nah, no. Well, depends who you're fighting.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So YouTube boxing has become a thing. There's a lot of drama online.
So KSI, after his boxing match that he did, called out any YouTuber. So I was like,
and you're a YouTuber.
and I was the first one to respond to that.
Okay.
And I genuinely thought it'd be cool to learn, like to see what somebody with no experience whatsoever
Hands up.
can do with 4 months of training.
Ah, I like it. It's
And so I was just like, okay, this is cool. Like, you know, let's just, oh, jeez.
And that would be the knockout, right?
Yeah.
Who would you be fighting? Who is your size? Who could you call out? Who did?
I didn't call, I mean, I called out KSI, right? And
Right.
Because I was like, okay, cool. This is, you know, he called out anyone. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to call out Logan Paul. I'm going to call out, I think I called out Bradley Martin or something like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what I really wanted to do was learn how to box.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
The boxing match aside and all that drama stuff aside, I was like, cool. I wouldn't have been, I would have come here, for example, to learn some things if
Yes.
I wasn't really interested, right? So I wanted to learn some things. Obviously, my cardio is shit. I can work on that.
He's still out of breath.
Shut up. I like learning new fitness stuff. Like I said, I've done bodybuilding, CrossFit,
Yeah.
powerlifting. Boxing would be fun, and it's a great stress reliever.
Yes, it is.
I know nothing about it, about one of those bobs. Been stressed out last couple of weeks, and
You just take it out on Bob.
I take it out on Bob for 5 minutes, and I feel so much better. I don't know what it is,
Perfect.
Yeah,
I
but
love
it is like,
You're legally allowed to punch things. So
Yeah, I like that.
Exactly. That's why I do boxing.
Yeah.
Get to punch people in the face and you'll go to jail for it. How do they feel?
tight?
A little tight? These are brand new.
Okay.
So you'll break them in.
Okay, sounds good.
Sweet.
You got your own gloves?
Yeah, man.
Dude, that's awesome.
These are the fightTIPS gloves.
That's awesome. Is this the whole thing where it's supposed to be hard to get in, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, this is when you have lunch boxes for hands. This happens.
I'm getting angry, furious, What is this, speed bag? Whoa. So let me teach you guys about boxing. So you put on gloves, you look at your opponent square in the face, and bam, just like that. That's right. That's right.
Fight tip number
Bam!
47.
Bam.
So this is what we need to do. We need to figure out the feet before we figure out the hands.
That's a big issue. All right, so footwork's been, like, you said don't think about it, don't think about it. I'm thinking about it. It's not gonna be something that gets out of my head right away.
Yes.
So I want some, like, drills for feet because I have bad coordination to begin with, or at least my fiance or my Maldiva keeps telling me, like, you have no coordination, you can't do this, you suck at this. I want to prove her wrong that I can do it.
I got it. I got
Okay.
you. I got you. All right, so stand side by side. So let's go hands up, elbows in,
Yep.
chin tucked, bend the knees a little bit more. You could widen up your stance a little bit. Good. Head over your hips.
Okay.
Cool, and bend your knees a little bit. So you're balanced here. If I push you in any direction, you should be able to hold your ground and stay upright. Perfect. So never cross your feet in boxing up until you get a little more advanced. So
Okay.
for now, we're never gonna cross our feet.
Okay.
When you step forward, you lead with the lead leg. That's the direction we wanna go. So you take a step, you take a step. You wanna go backwards, you start with the rear leg.
Yeah.
Step, step. You wanna go to
Ooh,
the
that
left.
feels better already.
Good, you go to the left, you step with the left leg, then the right. You wanna go to the right, you step with the right, then the left.
Oh, I like this.
All right, so
I
now,
like this. I feel like very secure here.
now we're gonna mirror each other. If I
Yeah.
step towards you, you step back. If I step back, you come towards me. If I
Okay.
step to the right, you step to the
I
left.
think I got you.
All right, ready? So we'll go back, this way, towards me. So you have never fought competitively.
Nope.
However, I see you as a fighter.
Really?
I do, and here's
Okay.
why. Because you had a bout with testicular cancer,
Yeah.
and you are still undergoing that fight, is that correct?
Well, it's like somebody with any form of cancer, even if they've beat it and they got nothing showing in their system, I'm going to be going for appointments for for many years to come, right? Just to make sure I'm good. Oops.
Yeah, you're good.
And, right now, I'm cancer, I'm in remission, right? So never like to use the word cancer-free. I use that word once, but it's always remission, right? Because, you know, I feel good. I don't think about it anymore, really. You know, my prognosis or whatever, because I'm in good hands.
This happened when? Back in?
2014, I had surgery for testicular cancer in October 1st. About a month before that, maybe even 3 weeks before that, I discovered that there was I had some discomfort down there. Then, you know, I looked down, I'm like, my left nut was 3 times bigger than my right one.
Ooh.
And I was like, you know, I looked on Dr. Google.
Yeah.
Saw what was going on. Lots of different options, lots of different things. Started talking to a couple buddies who kind of pushed me and convinced me to go talk to a doctor. That's where I realized the biggest concern for anyone with testicular cancer, any concern with something wrong down there for males becomes kind of embarrassing. You know, if there's something weird, doesn't matter what it is, males don't like to talk about it. Males like to pretend that everything's okay. That's where the problem lies, right? So I went a day after. Doctor told me to go get an ultrasound because he wasn't sure what it was. You know, unfortunately, half an hour after my ultrasound, the doctor called me in, told me the unfortunate news. Obviously not easy to handle. My parents were here. My fiance at the time was actually in Texas doing firefighting training. And so didn't call her about it because she was supposed to come home 5 days later because I knew if I told her she'd just fly back and wouldn't be able to, you know, complete the stuff that she loves. So she came back and told her 2 days later I had the surgery.
Yeah.
So cut out my left nut. Didn't get to keep it though, which kind of sucks.
I would have kept it in a vial around your neck.
They didn't give me that option.
What?
It's
your nut.
I know, right? So, but they need to cut it and dice. You know, they have to test it and stuff, right?
Right. Okay.
But anyway, so I had that, and then after that it was a big eye opener for me, and big eye opener not necessarily for what I went through, but for the fact that the average male, if they see a problem down there, takes 5 months to seek help. If I knew about testicular cancer and what it was all about, I would have discovered my issue a lot earlier, and none of it would have spread outside of my testicle. So I would have been totally fine with just having surgery, and that would have been the end of it. But unfortunately, about 8 months later, they said, we got a growth, you can do radiation or chemo. And at that point I said, let's do radiation. It's easier, it's faster. I want to get back to life, you know? I want to get this over with and get on with my life.
Right.
And they said, okay, you know, it's totally up to you. They thought, you know, either way would be good. Did radiation. It was tough. Getting through it and everything. I was weak throughout it and got worse and worse throughout the entire ordeal. I actually tried to do keto throughout radiation at the start. Felt absolutely awful right away doing keto because I was just I want to do everything I could possibly do to make sure this goes away. But I had to eat. So I ate normally. I was I got to eat. The more you eat during stuff like that, the better you feel.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then about a year and a half after radiation, January 2017, discovered lots of growths here, a massive growth here, 5 by 5 by 5 centimeters.
Wow.
So really big, right beside my esophagus. And they were just we're surprised you didn't even feel it, when you were swallowing, because it was so big.
Yeah.
But did chemo. It was really tough. Lost all my hair. So a year ago exactly, lost all my hair. I was pale as a ghost, weak. It was tough to go through, but trained throughout. I remember.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
I remember my second round of chemo. I was still deadlifting 600 pounds, and I was just
awesome.
I was just
Good for
it
you.
felt. Everyone's if you work out during chemotherapy, you're gonna feel better, and it definitely. I don't know what it's like if I didn't train and everything, but I didn't feel as bad as I saw some other people. I felt bad. I threw up here and there. I was on a lot of drugs that helped me feel better, obviously. But we got through it. Right now, I'm a year after. So far clear. I don't feel 100% yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there, but happy to be alive and
give me a hug, man.
thanks,
I'm happy
man.
to
I
have you here.
appreciate that.
Now let's metaphorically knock out cancer. Give me 3 more of those powerful right hands. To me, man, you hit like a ton of bricks. It doesn't look like you skipped a beat. So let's see the right hand. 3 of them. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Boom! I love it. That's what I want.
What a cool sound. I like that.
Oh yeah. All right, I need to get you huffing and puffing, sweating. So let's throw technique out the window here. Technique, throw it right out the window.
Threw it out before I got here.
He never had it to throw away.
Yeah.
All right, Pete, next drill, we're gonna combine head movement. Would you stop? You're like a child.
I know I am. I really am.
Nice, okay. And again. So at what point did you make YouTube your full-time gig?
2011, I
Right.
started taking it very seriously.
And that's
like-
your full-time gig now, is just being an online influencer.
I guess so, yeah.
You're getting it.
I like to make sounds. Is that good or no?
Sure. Is he out of breath? He is. That means we're just getting started. Oh, he tried to catch me. He tried to catch me. So what's your daily life like? You travel a lot.
I travel a lot, so I host a TV show for German television.
Really?
9 years now. Food travel show. It's been a
didn't
lot
know
of fun. Yeah. Just got back from Moscow 2 days ago and came straight to LA.
Nice, man. To the fightTIPS gym.
That's right.
Beautiful. Punch. Good. Punch. Good. Punch again. Good. Punch again. Good. So what are your goals?
Take over the world.
Yeah.
So I have that. So I have a supplement company, which has been a lot of fun. Been challenging transitioning from repping companies. It's totally different being on the other side, where I used to work with companies.
Yeah.
Now I run the company. But it's really fun and rewarding, obviously. It's growing and growing. People like the products. Also known as a mouthpiece company.
Nice.
Performance mouthpiece company, yeah. So it's been fun.
Interesting.
Something we'll talk about later on, but I think that'll benefit you.
Absolutely.
Worth trying, you know.
I'm interested.
If it's shit, don't use it. If you don't like it, throw it in the garbage. I don't care.
I love it.
But if you like it, use it and enjoy it.
Sweet. All right. Well, there you go. All right. Give me 10 in a row. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm not
Very
getting
nice.
this side.
That's all right.
My
All
left
right.
side is not doing well.
Now you get to lay down on your back
Ooh, I like
and
that.
rest. Yeah. He says
like
he likes
this.
that.
Oh, my back is great right now. I did
All right.
deadlifts the other day, so this is great.
Oh, perfect. So I'm going to ask you a number of questions. We call this rapid fire. And in the middle of that, I'm going to be dropping this 16-pound medicine ball
Okay,
in
so
your
what am
stomach.
I doing to protect myself from this?
You're going to squeeze your abdominal muscles.
I don't have any.
You're going to keep your hands by your side. And you're going to exhale every time the ball hits you.
I don't know how to do this.
Ready? Tighten up your stomach.
Oh!
So it's going to be that over and over and over
Oh, that
again.
hit a bad spot. Hold on. I got winded there. Hold on.
Are you pregnant?
Yes. With food.
That's the only...
I had Mexican, bro.
Oh, perfect.
No, it's not.
I got a mop. What's your max deadlift?
700. Oh.
What's
Hold
better?
on. Start the clock. Keep rolling the clock. Forget the clock. Is this normal?
Terminator or Star Wars?
Terminator. Oh, no, move my hands.
You blocked it.
God damn it.
But I'll give
God
you.
damn it.
I'll give you a mulligan because you got the answer right.
Can you have a lighter medicine ball?
It's medicine. It's good for
Can we
you.
use that like little red ball, the other one?
A little film magic, right? Just get rid of this one.
Yeah,
This
now I'm
one
all
inside.
about this game.
Are you married?
No, not yet.
No, but you're engaged. Do you have
Yes,
any kids?
indeed. Not yet, but I want kids.
All right. Do you have any pets?
Yes.
What kind of pet?
I have an Airedale Terrier. His name is Furious.
Of course.
Yep.
Of course.
He's awesome. Oh,
All right. Same one. Same thing. What's the favorite city you've ever visited?
Interlaken, Switzerland. Ah!
Did you ever go to college?
Yeah,
University?
Yeah, I got my master's in engineering. Oh! God damn it. What did I sign up for?
Before you were a full-time YouTuber, did you ever get fired from a day job?
I have not. Ah!
Have you ever been arrested,
No,
Pete?
never.
Never. For whoever gets matched up with Pete in this YouTube boxing, just go to the body. Do
Don't! We have to like censor all of this.
you play video games?
Not as often as I would. I would like to play more,
Yeah,
but
yeah?
I don't have the time for it.
What is your favorite video game of all time?
StarCraft.
I
with my hand. I
answer.
apologize. Guys, don't do boxing. It's not fun. I mean, it's fun, but it just
All right,
Doesn't feel right.
I got one more question. One more. This is the last one. We'll make it a good one.
Oh, great.
And it's just like how we started. We know that your max deadlift is 700.
Yeah.
Currently, I know you're working on it, but what is your max bench?
420.
420? I'm
No.
only like 140 pounds. You think you can bench me?
I probably could. This is very awkward with boxing gloves. It's like I'm benching you with my elbows. Oh, there we go.
Like skull crushers.
Yeah.
Nice!
Triceps.
I'm getting benched by Furious Pete, Mom. Ah!
You
Beautiful.
made it in life.
I did, officially.
It was weird with gloves.
You know who's one of your biggest fans?
Who?
My dad.
Oh, really?
Loves your videos.
Oh, that's awesome.
Talks about your videos all the time.
What does he like of the videos? Like the food stuff?
Yeah, he likes everything, yeah. He's a big fitness guy himself.
Okay, very cool.
Question I had for you, were you ever bullied?
I was bullied and I had anorexia as a younger child. It was 2002. I was hospitalized for anorexia. 120 pounds.
These are
6'2". Yeah. So,
Wow, I didn't know that.
so now I'm 240. So obviously half the weight as it would be now. So that was a battle, and obviously there's a lot of factors that went into that. That spiraled out of control to me starving myself because I couldn't control anything in my life. So I started controlling that. But a little bit of bullying with just I guess how big my head was or something like that at one point.
Well, that's what I had planned for working out. Now we'll just chill and have a chat. What'd you think of boxing?
You're trying to bully me here. I get it.
I'm trying to toughen you
I
up
liked everything else,
so that no
though.
one else can bully
But
you.
I liked everything else. This last part, I was like, what? We're doing this?
The things you hate are usually the things you need the most.
Yeah, I feel like I need that more. I feel like that has to happen.
You want to do it one more time?
No,
I'll ask you the questions again. All right. First reaction to boxing.
Love it.
Love it, yeah?
It's awesome.
I love it. I love the response.
I see, there's some things you try and you're just like, yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah? But
And
you're
then there's
into
some
it?
things like, yeah, I could definitely, obviously it's always frustrating starting something you're not good at. I feel like for me personally, I like whatever I do, I like being good at it. I don't like being mediocre at it.
Yeah.
So for example, if I do YouTube, I want to make sure I do well at it. If I do eating, I want to make sure I'm good at it. If I do workouts and I'm doing weightlifting, I want to make sure I'm doing the best I possibly can.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing boxing, obviously I'm going to be doing the best I possibly can for my my level, the level that I'm at.
Yeah, dude, I mean, the thing about boxing is it's supposed to be difficult.
Yeah.
We're not naturally used, even this motion isn't natural. That's why I think grappling, jiu-jitsu comes much more easy to people because as babies we climb, we
never
grab
did that
onto
either.
things. But when, like I said, when a punch is flying at your face, you naturally want to do that. So
Yeah.
that's good, man. I like to see it as a challenge because for me it was very challenging at first. I was a terrible striker. But like anything else, if you stick with it, man, you get better at it.
Right. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So you got YouTube, you got different series coming out, you got an apparel line, you got your supplements. Tell me this, what's the best video you've ever done? Who's the best person you've ever worked with?
I've had a lot of fun filming with the Crazy Russian Hacker. You know him, Taras?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of fun filming with him. Always had some good videos. Roman's fun to film with. Matt from Demolition Ranch. He's pretty dope.
You've eaten tons of crazy foods and a lot of it. You have any horror stories after the camera turned off, something that happened?
Spicy stuff never goes well. People love to see me record eating spicy stuff because one, I like spicy food to the sense that, when it's tolerable, when it has flavor still. But when we're talking about the world's hottest peppers like Carolina Reapers, ghost peppers, and all that stuff is not fun to ingest. If people love to ingest that,
That's what they make pepper spray out of.
yeah, there's something wrong with them, right? Speaking of pepper spray, here's a good story. We did this little prank we were out with these guys named High on Life, and they had some pepper spray, and they asked me to pepper spray their stomach. And so I was like, okay, I'll pepper spray your stomach. And I pepper sprayed someone's stomach, and apparently I did too much, and they were in pain, and everything was in red. And I started laughing so hard. Right?
Yeah.
So I started laughing, and then all of a sudden I started wiping tears from my eyes.
Oh no.
And you know what's coming next? It was all over my hands.
How'd that feel?
Oh my God, it was so painful. I went to get some Greek yogurt, and I just laid it all over my face and eyes, but it was it was just.
How long does
so
it take
terrible.
for the pain to subside?
It took like 30 minutes. Because it just like, it would be so bad, and then it would just be like, it would be better, and then all of a sudden it would just get bad, and then better, and then bad.
Man.
Yeah, it was just bad.
On
But
the-
like, but the spicy stuff, that being said, like, I remember when I ate one of the world's hottest peppers, the first time, it was called, at that
first time?
at that time it was called the Trinidad Moroccan Scorpion. And then the Carolina Reaper came after that. But I did this in Dundas Square, which is like the New York Times Square of Toronto kind of thing. And so we did this, and there was like newspapers that ended up coming because there was a lot of people that gathered around. And I got called into some morning live TV morning show to come in like the next day. And I was like, okay, I'll come. Next morning I wake up, I'm supposed to be there for 8. It takes me like half an hour to get there usually, right? And so it was like 7 o'clock, right? And I was like, okay, I need to get there in 1 hour. I have to leave at 7:30. I'll leave at 7:15 to be safe. Gotta go poop, just a quick one, right? I was like, okay, this is gonna be like a 2-3 minute session. So I sit down. I could not get up for 45 minutes. Like I just physically couldn't.
Oh, man.
So I was late for the show, but then they liked the story, so they ran with it and all that stuff. But people like to see it.
You have a high pain tolerance. Why were you having so much trouble with the medicine ball stance?
I think it's because I don't like being like winded or not having control or something like that, or just like.
Ooh, boxing may not be the sport for you.
No, maybe it's just that adapt to it.
Right,
It's
right.
just like we said I didn't have rhythm. I know I don't have rhythm, but it's just something I can learn and whatever. It just becomes more comfortable. Where it's just like I'm doing something I'm not comfortable with.
Right.
And I think that's why I was having trouble. And it was actually I was hitting it and I was like, oh.
Nah, man, for the first session, you did good.
No, I was shit at that.
Oh, well, for the first session.
Yeah.
I mean, in the
I'll
whole-
approve. I'll approve.
Exactly. Speaking of spicy things, have you ever been on the show Hot Ones?
No, but I really want to do it.
Yeah, I kind of got the idea for this. Actually, the guy behind the camera told me all about it. He's like, you got to check out the show Hot Ones. I think
Yeah,
you'd be
I
perfect
started
for
watching it when that guy had 20,000 subscribers or something, like really small, and they grew really large, and I shouted him out. People have been trying to get me on the show. I don't know.
You'd be perfect.
Maybe they just want big celebrities now or something, because that's what it kind of sounds like. No, like big. They seem to be getting like A-list big celebrities on there now. Like big actors and everything.
Do you want to be in movies? Do you want to be an A-lister?
I don't feel like I want to do movies. I don't know if I want to act. I don't know. I like hosting shows.
Okay.
I've been doing food travel shows for a while now. I did one for German TV. I did another. We filmed an awesome show for North American television, which really takes like, I don't know if do you know Anthony Bourdain?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really like an Anthony Bourdain for a younger generation. I don't know if I really want to do acting, but I like hosting and traveling and just really just engaging with others.
That's cool, man.
So I don't know if I want to. I think I've been real on YouTube, and I try and keep it real. So I want to always just be real, kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
But if somebody offers me a gig and there's a big paycheck involved, I won't say
You ain't gonna say no.
I'm not gonna say no.
So you've done a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
This is your first time boxing, but I have seen that you were in Japan doing sumo.
Yeah, very cool experience.
That's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I love the whole idea of sumo,
Yeah.
the forward pressure, the squared stance. What did you learn? Tell me a little bit about that.
It's hard to get permission to do something like that in Japan.
Right.
Because we were in one of the top schools there. Turns out the guy that I was actually doing sumo with, he was like ranked number 2 in Japan at the time.
Wow.
So I forget what his name was, but I was kind of like, fighting him and all that stuff. And
Were you nervous? You got to be nervous going into that, knowing that there's such high respect and.
I learned the respect, and I was just going along with it. I put on, I forget what the diaper is called.
Diaper.
I just call it the diaper. But like I gave them respect right away because they were so huge, but they had like crazy flexibility.
Yeah.
I could not believe the flexibility these guys had. It was insane. And they fight like they devote their lives to this.
Yeah. And eating is a huge part as well.
Huge part. So I ate with them, and that was really cool. That was what I didn't know is after I ate, they were like, "Yes, you just ate blowfish." I'm like, "Wonderful. That's awesome. I'm glad I'm still alive."
It's like highly poisonous, right?
Yeah, I just think about
Sure.
The Simpsons, right? That Simpsons scene with the blowfish. So ate that, but they had big respect for me as well because I was eating a lot.
Oh,
and
nice.
They were just like, "Oh, you will be great sumo if you keep eating like this."
That's cool, dude. Who haven't you filmed with yet? Whether it's on YouTube, celebrities, musicians, who do you really want to film with? Shout them out right now.
I don't know.
Because you've trained and filmed with a lot of people already, right?
Yeah. I don't know at this point.
What are some upcoming series that you're doing that maybe would align with someone that would
Boxing?
YouTube boxing?
Yeah, I'm doing the
Tyson?
YouTube boxing.
Who are some heavyweights that you want to
Yeah,
spar with?
We'll put Tyson in there. Yeah, for sure.
take out Tyson real quick?
Yeah, take out Tyson.
man.
Yeah, I got him. No problem. Got him in the bag. Honestly, I never really think about this because everyone that I want to film with, I like to know first anyways. And like, I don't know. So it's
Right.
like, I mean, I'd film with The Rock.
That's what Juju
Okay, there
Murphy
we
said.
go.
He said
There
The
we go.
Rock.
I'd film with The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rock is like, I feel like no one is universally liked except for The Rock. I feel like
Yeah.
he's the one guy that everyone's like, oh yeah, I like The Rock. And talk about the necklace again real quick. 'cause I
Yeah,
like
so I started selling these necklaces. It's just a 45-pound plate with D4L logo, which stands for Dedicated for Life. It's a motto, trademark motto that I've been living by since 2003, since I started recovering from anorexia, and it's something that I apply to life on a daily or on whenever I start a new task, whatever it may be, I devote myself 100% to that task.
Yeah.
And that's, dedicating myself to life, to fulfilling life the best I can. And so these are, we sell these, and usually we give 100% of the proceeds of the sales to these necklaces to Testicular Cancer Research and Awareness.
Mm-hmm.
We try to at least some months we give 50%, but usually we give 100% depending on the months.
Yep.
But just a way of trying to give back and trying to just create more awareness in regards to testicular cancer.
D4L, Dedicated for Life, reminds me of the Japanese philosophy, the Japanese word kaizen, which means forever improving. Better today than you were tomorrow.
Hell
So
yeah,
I
for
thought
sure.
That was awesome, man.
That's a great one too.
Very cool. Any last minute words you want to say to the fightTIPS fans or to your fans or to anyone watching?
Boxing is no joke. It's a lot of work, but it's hella worth it. It's exciting. Like I'm gonna be back, and I literally want to progress, and I really value your opinions on a lot of stuff, and and how I'm doing. I'd love to send you some content and just see how I'm doing, and even come back here and do a couple more. I'll spar next time with you, and I'll knock you out first round.
No, I mean, I wanted to push you a little bit. I wanted to make it hard because I wanted to humble you, and I wanted to show, because all these people are like, this is the newest trend, YouTube boxing. I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to do it myself.
Right.
People can get seriously hurt. People get some serious facial reconstruction.
100%.
And you ain't going to look the same when your nose is over here. People don't realize that. They
I
just
already have a big nose, so I wouldn't mind a little bit of facial nose reconstruction.
You'd look good. You're a handsome man. Ladies and gentlemen, Furious Pete, give him a follow. Links are in the description below for his channel. Your Instagram will be in there as well. Anything else that we can link to?
If you look at my social, you can find everything. I don't like to overly plug if
Man, do
anything.
it. That's
Yeah,
what
I
we're
mean,
here
like, supplement company, Furious Formulations, if you want the best damn supplements in the world.
in the world. Well, thank you again, sir,
Thank
for
you,
coming
man.
on. Really
It was
appreciate
fun.
your time
It was
and
really good.
your knowledge and your.
We'll eat some
humor.
burritos fast next time. How about that?
That sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good. We're in Southern California. It's the place to do it.
That's right. That's right.
And then we'll film the aftermath on the toilet too.
Yeah, we'll be holding hands.
All right, guys, give Pete a follow if you're not already. If you're not, you're missing out on some good content. Until then, I'm Shane.
I'm Pete.
fightTIPS for the underdogs.